Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am LaSharika, and today in this video I will be sharing with you a whole house spring cleaning marathon where I will be cleaning up different areas of my home and just preparing for this nice weather. So stick around and check out all of the places that I tackled and cleaned in our home. So here I am starting with the decluttering of these kitchen drawers, guys. Let me tell you something. I had not tackled these kitchen drawers in a very long time, and I knew I was well overdue. So I got right to work and started pulling things out, getting things that I no longer had use for, cleaning out these kitchen drawer trays because they were dusty as ever. So I was taking the time to go through to see what I wanted to keep, see what I wanted to throw away, and just do a little bit of organizing, wiping out the drawers, dusting them out, cleaning them out, and just doing all the things that need to be done to make sure that it's done the right way. So here I am showing you my Clorox cleaning spray that I like to use. It is safe around families, children, pets. I always use this. I spray it down. It doesn't have a smell to it at all. It's not strong. And then I just wipe it back up. But it's safe to use around your family. I like to use it because it's perfect for disinfecting areas that you want to keep clean. And by it not being harsh, it's just the perfect go-to for me. Now, once I got that all done, I turned around here to the sink. I got me some of my Dawn Power Wash and some of my Clorox Anywhere surface cleaner that's safe around families, kids, pets. And I sprayed those down so that I can give them a good wiping and get those back in the drawer because they were a little dusty because I hadn't cleaned them in a while, but wasn't too bad. But of course, because I'm cleaning, I wanted to make sure I had them done and cleaned up the right way. Okay, so now that I got these back, it's time to get these loaded back up, put everything back in its place so I can be done with these two drawers and move around to the next set, because let me tell you something, I have about 11 or more kitchen drawers that I have around my kitchen that I need to get done and get decluttered. Okay, so I'm at a point where I pretty much got those done. All this stuff on the counter is stuff that I'm going to get rid of because I'm done. I like what they looking like. And I am going to move on to the next set of drawers that I have. These don't look too bad, but it's still work that needs to be done. So your girl going to get to it and get it done. Sometimes I don't even think we realize how much we accumulate, right? Having kids and having a family, especially a family of 7, for me, I don't even think I realize how much stuff I can just constantly be picking up and putting in these kitchen drawers, but it's a no. All this plastic stuff, I'm just getting rid of stuff because I'm over it. I don't want the clutter. I want everything nice and neat and clean. And so, yeah, I got a little nosy when pulling up and trying to see what's going on, see what he can get into. No. Mommy got this. I'm getting this cleaned up. I do not need no extra hands right now. Not now, son. He found something he want to play with. Because what we doing, we getting rid of stuff. so that it can be nice and neat inside this kitchen. Okay, so got those done. Now over here to the most used drawer in the kitchen is this top drawer right here. This is the drop drawer, if I'm being honest. So everything ends up right here. I have lighters in here for lighting candles, dry erase markers, box cutters, you name it, it's in here. We not doing this. We're going to get this drawer straightened up because technically the only thing that should be in this drawer are the dry erase markers, to be honest, because they're right there, because we have a dry erase board right on the refrigerator that we write notes down, motivational quotes, things like that. So your girl gonna get this done because this is just too much. It's too much going on right here. It really is. Then just look at this. Nice and neat. So much better. Nice and neat. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, it just make the overwhelm just go completely away once you see your space and your areas in your home just nice and neat. And here we go with yet another junk drawer. Y'all remember, we listening, we looking, and we not judging, because I do have a lot going on, as you can see. But no worries, because guess what? I am cleaning it up, and I am on a mission to make sure it stays clean. And let me just say this. I have no idea what these tools are, what these things go to at all. But I know my husband do. So I'm going to make sure I store them nicely and neatly back in this same drawer, because I don't even know what it is, what they go to, or what they're for. But I'm not throwing them away because we may end up needing them. He knows what they are. I'm just going to clean it up, but I'm not touching it. I'm not throwing it away. I'm going to move it, put it back in here, nice and neat. Now, I didn't have these lined before, but as I was going through and processing, and I know I had some liners in here, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead on and add a liner in here, add this little basket, because it just helps it to be more organized and much neater than it was before. So that's what I did. I added me a little liner, added me a little basket, and I'm loving how it's coming out. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, it's time to head inside this pantry and get this battled and dealt with. So my pantry has a little bit of everything. I am not sure when, but at some point I'm going to change the shelving in here. But this pantry stores a lot of pantry items as well as homeschool items, because I keep all of our canvas in here, our paint, some of our art stuff, because my classroom does not have a closet to it. So I am still kind of trying to decide if I want to add wall shelving or not. But this pantry, yes, I had to deal with this pantry. It needed some TLC, and TLC I gave to it. I must say, I am so proud of how this pantry is looking. It's looking so much better than it was when it started. Before I started this, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Because it was just a mess. But now everything is neat. I can see in here. I got the floor swept and mopped. And now onto this filthy stove of mine. Yes, filthy. But guess what? Once your girl get done, it's going to look like brand new, baby. It's going to look brand new. Keep watching, because this is one you definitely do not want to miss, this transformation of what this stove is going to look like when I'm finished with it. Now listen, I know everybody does not recommend using the easy off. You seen on the front of the can, it said fume free. I did have my windows open. I ran my ventilator over top of my stove. I turned that fan on because the way this stove looked, I knew I had to go in with the big boys. I had to go in with the heavy stuff, okay? Because it was a mess. And I know what I needed to do, and that's what I did. So if you decide to use it with caution. Make sure you have your windows open. Wear a mask if you have to, if you're going to use it. I will say that, but just make sure you got it ventilated well inside your home. Now take a good look at this stove door. Look at this oven door here, y'all. Look at this oven door. Look at it. Now, who would have knew once I was finished that this was going to look as good as it looked, baby? Because I wasn't even sure. I was like, oh my God, LaSharika, then you know you wrong. You know better than this, baby. I've been cooking, and haven't even once took the time to clean this stove, but I'm getting to it. And this is the thing. This is a self-cleaning oven. But for me, I like to clean my oven myself. And that's what I'm doing here. I am also using something that I picked up from my girl, Trey Michelle, with her cleaning tips and motivation that she shared over there on her channel here on YouTube. I used me some of that, and it worked good, y'all. Keep watching. You do not want to miss this transformation. This one is one for the books for me. I'm telling you. So with the oven racks, I took them outside in my garage and I sprayed them down in there, laid them on a trash bag, as you can see, because I wanted that oven cleaner to kind of just soak in. They were so greasy. I was too nervous to put them in my bathtub, so I just went head on and took them outside to the garage and gave them a heavy spraying down to kind of loosen up all that grease and grime. Okay, so now that we've let this sit for about 35-40 minutes, now it's time to go in and get to work. Time to put some elbow grease into this and start scrubbing and wiping and getting all of this grease and grime up out of this oven. So your girl got her scrub daddy sponge and went to work. Now I got down low to get this job done, y'all. I got down low and I am liking what I see so far. Keep watching. Can I just say, this is a job and a half. Don't be like me. Do not wait a whole year to clean your oven out. Not the way I cook in this household. This is a job that probably needs to take place at least once every 30 to 60 days. Definitely not a whole year. No, you don't want to have to do all that I'm doing. I had to get low. I had to do a lot of scrubbing. Do not be like me. Keep your oven clean. I suggest every 30 to 60 days, wiping it down, doing what you got to do. Or even sooner than that. When you see grease building up, it's time to clean it. Okay, so look at this oven door. Can we talk about this oven door, y'all? Can you remember? Maybe you need to rewind it back a little bit. Can you remember what this oven door looked like before? Oh my goodness. Look at it. Look, you can see right through it compared to when I started cleaning it, baby. This thing look amazing. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm appalled that it looks so much better. But it will not happen again. I promise. It will not happen again. I plan to keep it clean moving forward on a regular basis. Now it's time to do the magic on the inside of this oven. And magic it will be. I am going to get this done and get it soaked up and cleaned up so it's looking just as good as the oven door. Okay, done there. And I know I do need to get the little scraper to scrub the bottom, but onto the bottom drawer that's down here that we kind of store our griddle in and a few other baking sheets. But this was an easy job. It wasn't a whole lot that needed to be done down here, so I got that done real quick and out the way. Okay, so at this point, it's time to wash down these 2 oven racks. I used some Dawn. Remember, I had sprayed them with the oven spray and put them in the garage. And so now it's just time to take my Scrub Daddy sponge with some Dawn and wipe these down real good. Give them a once over, scrub them, rinse them, and then time to put them back in the oven. It was not a lot to get these clean because they had been sitting. Once I added that Dawn on my Scrub Daddy, baby, man, even these turned out amazing. Okay, guys, look, zestfully clean. Would you look at this oven, baby, clean? And now your girl is going to head to, of course, you know, laundry is going to be piling up. Laundry always piles up when you have a large family. Now, I will say this. Our older kids all wash their own clothes. I am responsible for my clothes, hubby's clothes, and the baby boy's clothes. So I do wash all the bedding. They sometimes wash their bedding. I don't pressure them to wash their bedding, but they have been in the habit of washing their own clothes, which is great. A little less on me. I keep our kitchen towels washed. That's what I'm now taking out the dryer. And I wash up all of the towels and things like that. So you know how it is. You always going to have laundry to wash. I probably need to come up with a better laundry system because I will say, I will let these clothes pile up. I let them pile up a little bit until I'm looking for something. And then it's like, oh my God, you got all these clothes. You need to get these clothes washed up, get these towels washed up, get these blankets washed up. Because we do like to pile up blankets. Me and the girls sometimes like to do scrapbooking where we just load up a bunch of blankets. We make a nice pallet, nice and soft and cushiony, and we sit down and we scrapbook. So your girl is going to get to all this laundry. I got a good amount, but I'm going to make sure I get all this laundry dealt with, done, folded up, and hopefully put away. That's the issue your girl have with laundry. I can wash it, dry it, and do all of that. My struggle streak, my overwhelm is once I fold them, I put them back in the hamper until I need the hamper again. That's a problem. That's no good. I do not like that. I have had times, even here recently, where I make sure once I fold them up, I go and put them away. But your girl been slacking off a little bit. I've been slacking. I'm not going to lie. I've been slacking. I've been washing. I've been drying. I've been folding. And then I've been loading them up in the hamper. I've been, I don't know, y'all. Just a little bit all over the place a little bit, I guess. I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to get back in the habit of not just washing, folding, and putting them in a hamper. I'm going to get back to washing, folding, and putting them away, y'all. I promise. I'm going to do it. Okay, so while the last of the laundry is doing this thing, washing and drying, your girl gonna go down here to this mudroom bathroom and get this mudroom bathroom done. Now, our girls do partake in cleaning up our bathrooms, but you know how it is when I'm spring cleaning or deep cleaning. It's important for me to go around our home and touch the areas that I feel like needs mama's attention. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going down here, taking care of this bathroom, getting it nice and clean, and making sure I touch all of the areas. Now, y'all know how I feel about this down here if you've been to my channel before. When it comes to this area of your toilet, it is important that it is clean. I like to get my hands absolutely dirty down here. I like to suzz it up. I like to put soap, and I like to get this area absolutely clean. I don't know. It's just a thing for me. I don't know what to say, what to call it. I don't know if you want to call it a part of my little OCD, but I definitely like this area of my toilet to be clean at all times. Now listen, y'all know when you down on all fours, you already know it's some serious cleaning going on, baby. Serious cleaning. Of course, it wouldn't be right if the job wasn't complete with a full sweeping and also a wet mop to clean these floors and to also go across these baseboards that's in this bathroom. It just wouldn't be a complete cleaning if I didn't mop and sweep. So here your girl is, mopping and sweeping, so I can move on to what's next. So next up is this master bathroom, the master suite bathroom. Soap scum on these glass doors. But I do not feel the same way I used to feel about it. I struggled for probably the first year that we were in, the first year we moved into this home. I think this was my strongest battle yet, was these glass shower doors. But now your girl got her soap scum that works, and now your girl know how to tackle it. So now it's just a breeze for me. I get in here, I spray it down, I let it sit. Y'all know I am a seasoner when it comes to this bathroom cleaner, and I love spray. I will put more spray, baby, if and when need be, so that I can get the job done and get it cleaned up right. Yes, I will use me some extra spray, and that's what I'm doing here. I already used my soap scum. Now I'm going in with my Mr. Clean All Multi-Purpose Cleaner, and your girl gonna get to it and get this bathroom cleaned up as it should be. And by the way, when I'm saying my soap scum, of course, I mean my soap scum scrubbing bubbles remover. I'm not adding no soap scum to it. I am using the scrubbing bubbles soap scum remover, and it works wonders on these glass shower doors. Okay, so now it's time to get the floor of this shower clean. So I'm going to spray me some spray in there, of course, and get my little brush and get it popping. Yes, I am about to scrub in the bottom so that I can get that all cleaned up. All I needed to do, put a little spray down there and let the brush do its thing. Now, of course, y'all, I know it's more of the same, but I just want to say this. I treat every bathroom in our home the same exact way. So the same way I feel, it's kind of repetitive, but it's the same. I feel the same way about these bathrooms. This area, if this area down here ain't clean, your bathroom ain't clean. I'm sorry. So y'all, on this journey to decluttering and spring cleaning in my home, these candles are something that I rarely pick up. Now, I will say it's probably maybe every 3 months or so. I'm not sure. I do not always pick these up all the time and move them to clean, under them, around them, throwing some out, removing the ones that I've already lit and they getting really, really low. So that's what your girl doing. I am taking the time to move all these candles from around my bathtub and get everything wiped down, because this is my zone. This is my self-care zone. I will tell you that. I like to get in my tub, turn on my jets, get me a book, get me a glass of wine if I feel like it, and chill and just relax. I can get lost real quick in this bathroom. If they looking for me in my household, they know where to find me, in my bathroom, in my bathtub. So I wanted to make sure I put close attention into this area. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure I wipe it all down and get it all cleaned up around here, because when I got stuff down, bottles of body wash, the candles and all of that, it's grit and lint and hair and things like that kind of builds up around this area. So I wanted to take the time to get this all cleaned up. I will say this, the times that I do take the time to remove all my candles and my body wash and all that stuff, I feel so accomplished every time I do this, because it just gives a clean feel. I feel so good and just at peace because I am removing clutter. I remove candles every time. The times that I do this, I remove candles. If they are low, they gotta go. And then just setting up my space, it just be feeling so good. It's just a good feeling that comes over me when I do this, because I feel like I be having my stuff cluttered and all over the place sometimes because I have a lot of candles and I have all the things, but it's the stuff that I use when I'm actually in here taking my baths and stuff like that. But it's just such an accomplishment to get it all picked up, get it all cleaned out, and just in a better cleaning, space, just cleanliness, I guess, just cleanliness. So it just ultimately ends up feeling really good. And here you go. Your girl is going ahead on and finishing this job up in this master suite bathroom with a good sweeping, followed by a good mopping to seal the deal and know that I have completed this task of cleaning this bathroom up and having it smell super good and clean. Off to the classroom I go, y'all. So yes, my classroom is an area where we come in here. We always getting something out of here. It's always something out of place, especially on my 7-year-old's desk. I had to clean his desk up because he cleans it, but he doesn't clean it like he should. So I went ahead on and started there. And now I am removing some stuff that I've been needed to take out this classroom. I was like, you know what? Today is the day. Let me go ahead on and push this stuff over here by the basement door so I could take it out of this classroom, because I have had this stuff sitting in there for quite some time. I knew I needed to get it out of there, but I kind of was dragging my feet. But because what's going on and we doing spring cleaning around the house, every area of the house, I went ahead on and emptied all this stuff from out of here so that I can get this classroom swept up, mopped up, looking empty, looking clean, and not just our drop zone, because this classroom has been and is a drop zone for us. We may put a host of different things in here, especially me, because if I am trying to get the living room straight and it's something that I have used, clipboards, crayons, pencils, you name it, I'm going to drop it in this classroom. Okay, so once I got done straightening everything up, I went ahead on and swept this classroom floor so that I could turn right out and go into this kitchen and get some stuff done inside the kitchen because, of course, it needed it, especially our microwave. So I started there because the microwave was looking crazy, y'all. It was giving crazy. It was giving, oh yes, it needs to be cleaned. So I started right here. Let me take this stuff out. Let me spray it down. Let me wipe it down so I can get this together. Because what we not going to do is be warming up nothing inside no dirty, nasty microwave. Nope, not going to do it. Okay, so all these areas around here that I took care of as far as cleaning, now I am going to get, of course, my infamous Mr. Clean and my awesome and add it to my mop water, and I am going to be mopping around in the mudroom area, mopping around in the classroom, and just coming on through and getting these floors nice and clean. Now, I did have to boil my water because my water doesn't get as hot as I want it to. So yes, I boiled it on top of the stove. I am opening up a brand new mop head for my mop. They are reusable. You can wash these mop heads in the washing machine and just let them air dry. But I wanted to go ahead on and pull out me a new mop head. That's what I did. And I had some good, hot, clean water. Oh my goodness, I love this mop so much because it separates the clean water from the dirty water. And baby, it mops really, really well. It gets your floors so clean. I was not a believer until I got the mop myself, y'all. This mop is A1. I love everything about this mop. I would not trade this mop. Now, this is the thing. I've had several different mops. Steam mop, regular mops. This mop does it for me because I was hand mopping my floor. I would get hands and knees and hand mop my floor. Not in this house, but in my previous house, that's how I would mop sometimes. But no, I don't have to do that with this mop. This mop does everything that I need it to do and more. And it keeps my floors shiny, sparkling, and looking good. Let me just say this. Mopping the floors of a house that you dreamed about so many years ago. This house has been manifested. My husband, we manifested this house years and years and years ago. So when I am mopping these floors, I'm in awe every time. I almost have to pinch myself that I even have these type of floors, to have these floors to be able to mop. Very, very thankful, grateful, thankful, blessed. So here I am getting to this living room area where I take me a microfiber cloth and I like to wipe the couch down because for some reason hair, especially my hair, is always shedding and it's always all around the couch. So I removed all the pillows off and then I just proceeded to wipe this couch down with this microfiber cloth, which caught a lot of stuff, and got it all cleaned up so that I could keep going and keep this cleaning journey moving right along. Okay, guys, so listen. You see my refrigerator is packed. It is loaded down. And I was like, but I can't really tell what's in here. So I went head on and decluttered, cleaned it out, threw some stuff away because it was stuff that we no longer needed. Maybe it was old. Maybe it was in a Tupperware bowl. You name it, I probably had it in there. But I like to do a once a month cleaning on our refrigerator. So I was due. And so I went head on and did that. I just got to it, pulled everything out, cleaned everything up, wiped out the liners. I absolutely love these liners because it really helps with spills and it helps with keeping the refrigerator clean overall. So I always use liners in my refrigerator. They are my go-to. They will be linked below, but they are definitely a good thing to have because whenever you have any kind of spillage from liquids, from food, from whatever it is that you got going on in your refrigerator, these liners will definitely help make your cleaning much easier and stress-free. So, of course, your girl had to wash these liners down. Now, most of the time, I probably have to wash the liners down because there's always grit, crumbs, some type of juice, milk, something that's spilled on. And I use my same stuff, my trusty go-tos. And so I did wash these down, and then I had to dry them and put them back in the refrigerator so that I could get all the food put back in there. I was moving pretty quickly because I didn't want the food sitting out too long. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is looking much better. I can see in here. I got my Tupperware bowls put up. I can see everything and where it's supposed to be and where it goes. Yes, it's still full and it's still pretty loaded, but at least we can go in here, see what we're looking for, grab it, and keep it moving. Now, I did my kitchen, these refrigerator drawers right here. I did not take these liners out because I had recently did it and I could tell they weren't really dirty, but I did go ahead and wipe them down and get the stuff placed back inside each drawer, but they really weren't bad at all. Again, I used the liners. I am going to always use liners because I just know how convenient it is to have them and how much easier it is to keep the refrigerator clean. Now listen, I know this middle drawer is a mess. This is where we keep our cheeses, sandwich meats, things like that. It is loaded. Yes, it is. But we have 5 kids and we want to make sure we always have what they need and what they want in here to eat. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to remove everything out. I am going to wipe the liners down. I'm going to wipe down these trays that's inside that you really can't even see because I got so much stuff in there. This area was a little bit gritty, had a little bit of stuff in there, but I did get it all cleaned out. And I am going to go over to the sink and wipe out my little trays that I have that I like to use. They also will be lined with liners just to make it a little bit easier on the cleanup when it comes time to clean up. Because as much as we use our refrigerator, I like to call our refrigerator one of the main arteries of our home. And so it's important for me to make sure that I am doing this cleaning on a regular basis. This refrigerator definitely has to get dealt with on a regular. So I went over to the sink. I washed these all up just to get them clean because I know it had been a while since I cleaned these out and, get them put back in. Okay, here, let me be completely honest. This is definitely spring cleaning underway around here because, listen, who is moving this refrigerator on a regular basis? I know it's something that definitely needs to be done because you will overlook this. Look at my situation. I got some type of fruit that done dropped up out of the freezer, or when somebody was making a smoothie, done flew underneath this refrigerator, and it was full of grit, and it was full of dust, and it was full of all the things. So yes, this is a spring cleaning situation right here for sure. But it's cool because this is something that should be done on a regular so that you can ensure that, you know, you just taking care of these areas that are not moved around and done on a regular basis. You know, back here on your refrigerator, it collects a lot of dust, a lot of whatever lint be for some reason piling up in these little vent areas. So I made sure to get that cleaned up while I was cleaning, and I wanted to make sure I wiped the baseboards down because they, of course, had gotten dusty as well. So this is definitely one of those things that's spring cleaning for sure, y'all. This is it. This is an area that I know I have neglected. Don't be like me. Move your refrigerator out, guys. Mop, sweep, wipe your baseboards down, wipe down the back of your freezer, refrigerator. Wipe your stuff down, guys. Yes, that's our little Superman, our baby boy. He just had to get in on the action. He was excited. He wanted to help move the refrigerator, and I let him help move the refrigerator. There he is back in his place. He don't know what to do with his little stuff because he done helped move the refrigerator. I went head on and dusted up top with my microfiber cloth because it just makes stuff easy. That microfiber cloth will pick up all the dust, okay? It's going to pick up your dust. It's going to get it out your way and do what you needed to do. Man, pulling this out, y'all, was work because I did not think it was going to have this much dust. Like, I did not know this much grit was going to be underneath our refrigerator. Not refrigerator, our stove. I did not think it was going to be this much because I had recently pulled it out because I did say I was going to try to make sure I pull this out every 2 to 3 weeks because the last time I pulled it out, it had a lot of grit and crumbs and all of the things. This ain't good right here, baby. This is not good, but your girl going to get it done. I did not like how much grit was under there, but I'm on the same thing. I'm going to sweep it all up. I'm going to sweep it. I'm going to mop it. I'm going to wipe this stove down both sides and get it put back in its place. Okay, guys, so now that that's done, go ahead on the stove top, and get this wiped down. Now, this here is something else because I am used to having a gas stove. But in this house, everything's electric. So this electric stove and keeping it clean is just like, oh my goodness, what in the world? How in the world? But there is something to take care of that. I will tell you. There is something to take care of that and get this thing sparkling clean. I always like to go in, wipe it all down like you just seen me do, and go ahead in with this pink stuff. This pink stuff does an amazing job here. Putting this on, wiping it down, getting it in there, every spot. Don't miss an area. Will have this stovetop looking good, okay? Looking shiny, looking good, looking clean. I had to play right here, give me a little heart on there for y'all to see. But I made sure I rubbed it in really good, and then I go back and buff it, clean it, wipe it down, and it just looks good once you're done. Okay, y'all, we at this place where we listening and we looking and we not judging. I love magazines. I love journals. I love books. This is my nightstand. This nightstand is a mess. Yes, I know. How is it that my nightstand always messed up, cluttered and everything, and my husband's nightstand always nice and neat? I'm like, really? What is going on here? This is so wrong. But I wanted to go ahead and during this process, make sure I got my nightstand together because it was crazy. Look at all these magazines, y'all. I do collect magazines. I have magazines from years and years. I have magazines that's well over 20 years old. I am a collector. And so I'm going to always have magazines. I have a lot of magazines. I need to share that collection with you guys at some point because I have some really old magazines that a lot of people would definitely appreciate. So your girl had to get this all emptied out. Now, I did have a lot of stuff that you couldn't see that was off camera that I had to get rid of. I put the magazines in a different place. I loaded it back up. It is looking good. I did a good job. I'm proud of myself because I was really getting a little overwhelmed coming in and out of here because it was just like I can't see. I got to move a whole bunch of stuff to get to whatever it is I'm looking for. It was just crazy. It was giving crazy. Y'all could see that because it was messy. It was cluttered to the max, okay, to the maximum capacity. And it was just too much to be going in here, moving stuff out the way to get to what you really need. So your girl got to it. I got it done. It's looking good, as you can see, that fast. But I do have stuff off to the side that I need to clean up now. We're not even going to talk about this top drawer. Don't even say nothing, y'all. Do not say nothing. It is terrible, I know, because I put stuff in here so that I can reach over and get it out. Just reach over and grab it when I'm in bed. This crazy. Look at this. This just crazy work, y'all. For real. Seriously. Don't let your nightstand get like mine, because this was just crazy right here. Like, what are you doing, girl? What is you doing? Now, I will say the top wasn't too bad. Yes, I keep my books up there that I like to grab and read while I'm in bed. The other stuff was just a little miscellaneous stuff, but I wanted to clean it off, so I had to get my glass cleaner because, as you can see, it's a little smudgy, dusty up on top. My perfumes and stuff, I wanted to definitely get that cleaned off because it was doing a little bit much too, but it wasn't as bad as the bottom and inside. It just wasn't. But I still took care and got my microfiber cloth and wiped wiped it down, sprayed it, and wiped it down with this glass cleaner because, y'all, it was just looking crazy. It really was. Okay, guys, so your girl have a few different areas that I just dropped, right? I dropped stuff here, dropped stuff there. In our laundry room, as I was washing up clothes and stuff, I was like, it's a mess in here. So I had to get in here to declutter this. I had coats that were in there that needed to be washed that the kids can no longer fit. I do store my hair dryer, as you can see. I also store the other thing for when I'm braiding the girl's hair. I store that in here. And it was so much dust and stuff around in here. I said, let me get this cleaned up. Yeah, I need to do better about keeping this early clean. It is the laundry room. And so, it's always clothes in there. It's always something in there. And the dryer's in there, of course. So you seeing lint and this and that. So I wanted to sit down to separate the stuff that the kids can no longer fit, that I need to give away. So I'm sitting here folding this stuff up, separating this stuff out so that I can go ahead and donate the stuff that I'm going to donate and store the stuff that's going to go get put up with their too small stuff inside the totes that I keep down in my basement area. So yeah, that's what I'm sitting here doing. I just needed to declutter and organize this laundry room while I was in the midst of doing all of the things around the home that consist of decluttering, cleaning, and organizing. Having these white countertops is a job, so it's important to keep these wiped down and clean because they stain easily. They told us that when we were in our last walkthrough that it is important to keep these clean, wiped down, not putting hot stuff on the surface, and getting stains right away. So red juice, red wine, anything like that, it is important to get it done right away. So your girl was going ahead and wiping it down, wiping the whole countertops down from one side to the next so that I could get everything put back in its place. Y'all, these kids have way too many toys. This little boy may have more toys than he can even play with. So, yep, I know. It's our fault. We the ones who buy the toys. But these toys needed to be reorganized, decluttered, some put to the side to be donated, but this was a lot. This had me so overwhelmed. I'm sitting on this floor, and believe it or not, me and him is having so many different conversations about all these daggone toys. But I definitely put him to work. I'm like, these are your toys. Yes, I'm going to clean them up and help you get them organized straight so you can find your stuff easily. But mommy not doing all this by herself. These are your toys. They got like this because you are not putting the stuff away properly like you need to. So we sat together and we tackled this, and baby, it was a job and a half, okay? Yes, it was a job. Listen, I can't deny this job was a lot for me. This was a lot because it just was feeling like, are we going to see the floor again? When are we going to start seeing the floor? But we did. I started having him put stuff where it goes, separating stuff. We had a trash bag we had rolling over there. We had an area for stuff that we were going to give away. And now I'm starting to see the floor and feeling good about it. I'm like, okay, we almost there. We getting done. This is almost a finish. Decluttering, organizing. This is almost finished and done. Okay, y'all, finally, oh my goodness, you can see the floor again. Girl is getting done, and the only thing left I have to do is vacuum their bedroom floor. Okay, so it's now time to get to the cabinets, right? How often are you wiping down your cabinets? Now, for me, I thought having these dark cabinets was going to save me from dealing with having to constantly clean and wipe these cabinets. No, that is not the truth. I had light off-white cabinets in the last house. As you can see, black cabinets in this house, and you still have to wash them. You have to wash them. All I use is a microfiber cloth with some Dawn, and I keep these wiped down because where you open it and closing, you getting fingerprints. People have food on their hand when they doing it. But this is a zone and area that gets messy. The grease when you cooking, you just would be surprised how nasty and messy they can get. I have put in practice to keep these wiped down. Now I'm even going in between when I'm deep cleaning them to make sure I wipe them down, because I will look up 1 second and the next thing you know, I'm seeing fingerprints all over the place, and it just drives me crazy. So now I'm at a point where as soon as I see it, I'm wiping them down. But right here, I was doing a deep cleaning of them to try to alleviate me from having to do so many deep cleans on them. So if I'm just deep cleaning and then I turn around and go back behind myself, every time I see something, go ahead and wipe them down. And I had to wipe all of them, y'all. I went around this kitchen and wiped all of these cabinets, all of them, because they all was a mess. It had dust, fingerprints, something. I had to get them all done. Okay, so I'm finishing up with these cabinets, and your girl is going to end this marathon with sweeping, dusting, and mopping these steps. Now, our steps, of course, is heavy traffic. This is a heavy traffic area because we're always up and down our steps. These steps accumulate so much grit, dust, lint, and hair that is like, oh my God. So this is something that we need to do every day. We don't do it every day, but I definitely see that it can stand to be done every single day. You got dust and everything flying around in the air, as you can see here. It was just a lot. Now, this is something that one of my girls need to be on top of every day. Sweeping, dusting, something on these steps. I'll do the mopping. I don't mind that. But they need to be sweeping these steps on a daily basis or dusting these steps off because they just accumulate so much. Now, after I'm done, you know it, I'm going to get my mop water, my mop bucket, and I am going to mop these steps because once they get swept, once they get dusted, it's important to mop them because, again, it's a heavy traffic area. Now, we don't wear our shoes in the house, but I will say sometimes I do. I slip and I will come down the steps with my shoes on instead of putting them on when I come downstairs. So I am going to go ahead on and mop these steps. If you have made it this far in my spring whole home cleaning marathon, I appreciate you so much. Your girl is on a journey to getting 1,000 subs. This journey has been nothing short of amazing for me. It feels so good. When I hit 500 subs, I was like, oh my God. Now I'm on the road to outdoing myself with this 1,000 subs. So if you've been here this long, thank you so much. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. Give your girl a like and drop in the comments section how often have you started spring cleaning and how often do you do a whole house clean. And I will catch you on the next video.